Alrighty, that looks good. We've got a nice little village kind of starting over here with a whole bunch of houses. Now that I've got it done, played with a couple of things here, everybody is up and happy as comfort 10s and all those kinds of things. So that's going to add, well, comfort, decor, roofing, windows, and all that stuff, which is giving us a max on our housing, and that's going to let us do a few things. Hello, everybody. This is Frogman. Welcome back to All Will Fall. I wanted to say something else, but we're not playing All Will Fall. Because we got that, we now have unlocked certain things, which allows us to be able to start playing with leaders' traits across all of the boards. And what's cool about leaders' traits is we can kind of fiddle around with a few things because they're going to tell us a couple of things here. So while our group leaders are providing some help with their traits, we can unlock their full potential, which would allow us to gain resources from them or even changes a citizen's social group. Try increasing the happiness of any group to 20 to unlock leader actions. Change groups, you say. Well, the thing is here is if we can get them to 20 or higher, so we're currently at 18, if we get them up here, we'll be able to start using influence, I believe, to do other things for our various stuff. But what we can do in here, I believe, is that we can start to think about using what's going on. So in here, where this person is currently saying the expert, so they're giving us a 15% work efficiency on top of this and this, which is cool. In here, we're now getting a 1 + 1% influence because of the person that we have supporting us. This one guy is going to make our influence go up all the time, and this person is going to give us a 15% influence with the way things go. Now, once we get our leader actions, we'll be able to do a little bit more fun things with these people. And, you know, if we decide to do a little bit more with our water production, which we're currently using a decent amount of water, which is why I'm not going to bump up their stuff. But as far as food is concerned, we're still producing an average of 75 per day, and theoretically, if we wanted to, we could bump everybody up one more step. Just for a minute. And that will gain the spot to there, at least, hopefully, get some people happy. So once we do that, we'll see some things. All right, let's jump into the research. We've done a bunch of work. Again, the buildings are good. And we have a template for how we want to do things. The thing that I want to do, I guess, supposedly next, and since we have the stuff on it, before I forget to remember, we need to do the one thing that I didn't do last time, which is the metal hut gathering thing. We need fuel. Oh, poo. Do we have any fuel hanging out that we can get to? We do. Can I get to you guys? We need that stuff right there. All right, so we need to build a ladder down to this little benchmark there so that I can get to the fuel because we want that metal thing right now. Thank you. And I would really, really, really like it if you guys would prioritize that. We need fuel badly. Because I want that metal thing going. Because I think, and I'm not 100% certain, I'll be able to deconstruct these two deals if we do. Hey, all right. We can finally... Maybe? I'll just take that one. And I need to... Can I build it finally? Still can't build it. I don't know where it's at. Whatever, we'll let those go. All right, yes, we want that too. We'll let them get onto that. Nothing more than a roofer. I knew it. I knew it. It doesn't really matter. All right, so did we get to 20 now? We're getting there. They're working on it. We're still 18. We're still 18. Once they get a little bit of food in their bellies, they'll be happy this next time around. So as soon as we get enough fuel, I would like to build at least one of these metal gathering huts. We'll place it, I suppose it can go right there. And we'll add 3 workers to that, or however many workers we have. Ah, great. Another one of these. Again, we're going to kind of do one of these. It seems like they'll start these every so often. So group leaders get into a fight over which group contributes the most to our settlement. If we don't do something, this might turn into a bigger problem. All will fall without unity. Side with the workers, side with the engineers, side with the sailors, or I could say they're all uniquely worthless, but I think we'll just give them all a bunch of happiness for a little bit of wonderful goodness. Because, you know, why not? So these are going to need fuel. As soon as we get all that fuel, we should be good to go. Now, I need to start working on some different things entirely. We need to start actually building structures to a few places because our production facility that's going to start coming is going to, I don't know, I might build it over here, given that all of our resources are over here, and we might just kind of keep expanding this direction. We'll eventually get a bunch of really good stuff, and I suppose I probably should start trying to get them over here. So I think tonight, while they're busy sleeping, we're going to build a bridge between these two locations. If it'll do it. Because there's an event right there. No, I just want one lane. Thank you. And then we're gonna come under here. No, not that. No, down. Thank you. That make everybody happy? Yes? Cool. Then we're gonna build one right. No, I don't want one of those. I don't want a big one. I want a little one. And then we're gonna build a ladder. Right there. And then that should maybe give them access. No, that doesn't. Hang on. Ship with passengers is passing by. We could probably start thinking about getting a few more sailors. Because I would like one more metal gathering boat. How many do we have? We have a metal gathering boat. We have a fishing boat, simple boat, simple boat. You know what? I will take more sailors for now because I would like another one of those when we get the fuel. We use all that fuel. We may end up having to start digging fuel then. That's not going to be amazing. Can I, like I said, that was a pretty terrible thing. Can I manage to maybe figure out how to make this work while we're looking at it? I want that, and that gone. I might turn it sideways. I don't know. Will you guys just, like, I don't know. We may have to. That was a pretty bad deal. Anyhow, we'll figure that out in a second. I'm going to go ahead and let them down here, I think. And there. And then they can work on what's in this area. Amazing. We need more fuel. Is there any fuel laying around, or are we going to have to research fuel? Where is fuel? I think it's under energy. It's food to fuel, wood to fuel. So I suppose we probably need to start down these lines and see what we can't do. Let's get after some power, I suppose, and then we'll work on the rest of this as we continue to wander through things. Can they get to this level without having to have that line right there? Yes, they can. Let's take that stair out. And amazing. I would like so we got that done. Beautiful. I will say, do I have to, let's take that one real quick, I suppose. I just want to see what happens. Because this is new to me too. Steam generation is new since the last time I played. Again, it's just, I love the unnecessary teenager language that comes in these, and that's fine. Who's our lowest at this point? So we're making a daily change of 14 influence per day. And in this one, I'm going to have to make a decision as to what I want to do. How many minutes do we have on that? We have 4 days, plus I'm already researching something because these clowns want me to do something. How about we do... Yeah, see, they want something down here, and we're kind of a pain. Let's get one of those going. We'll let that get researched. That'll take 5 minutes. These things will just fail automatically, and I mean, I might as well just do this anyway. I don't really care, but we'll go ahead and work on some leisure because we do have a few people standing around not doing anything. And as soon as we figure out where our fuel possibilities are, do we have any more fuel hanging out anywhere in here? I see some scrap. I see some junk. I see a lot of junk in this one. They're gonna love that area. Can I even get into there? Holy moly. Wow. I might start... Holy cow, can I get down right there? Yes, we can. Okay, I say we... try that, maybe? What a god-awful spot. Okay, so they should be able to walk into there and then harvest all that. Beautiful. Okay, get after it, fellas, ladies, gentlemen, all these peoples. Get it did. And then they're working on this. So yeah, we'll just kind of let everybody work, I guess, for a little while. That should get us a bunch of scrap. I move you like right here, and I want to build another thing. Thank you. Nice. There's some water down here. They've managed to delete a good portion of all of this. Finish that, please. And then I'll build a stairwell up there. Someone has been stealing water from our reserves. We need something about it before they start getting any ideas. Spread the word or people will help us. Or gather a team and find out. Let's do that since that's a everybody choice. I'm a pretty lazy individual when it comes to things like that, so do it. All right, so that should have got us a leisure building, and I think I'm gonna go... I don't know if I want to mess with this anymore, if I want to try to maybe make a couple of more things in here as far as food is concerned. Whoop, wrong button. Social. Social is there. Housing is good. We've got almost everything except the advanced decorations. I want to kind of hold off on that. Can I make a battery without having anything? Please? Got a junk NATO coming in. And do we have any fuel hiding anywhere? Or are we screwed and have to start making fuel? Okay. So we have a new hamster wheel, and we have a few of these little cute stands that will allow us to have some fun. These will give our people leisure during the evening times, which will make them happier. I didn't want to do that. Where did you put it? I hope it didn't place one. If it did, it's not going to get used. I'm, again, not really worried about it, guys. I can't really do much anything with this junk that's down here unless you guys can get to... I know. One of the things that is rather annoying, and I would love it if they would give you an option to disable it, is the warning and slowing down of when things break. And the thing is, again, when we're playing with stuff that has a possibility of falling down, I would love it if I could not have the game, even while it's paused, show me the effects of what's going to happen. But that's, you know, again, neither here nor there. Battery done. Food to fuel, wood to fuel. Shall we research that? How much metal do we have? We're going to start researching those because we're going to need that. If we can get the fuel going, then we'll be able to do some more research. So we'll do that for a little while. And I suppose you guys would like access maybe down here. We found the water thieves. We found the group that has been stealing our water. Turns out it's just a bunch of kids. Should we punish them or let them go? The real problem here is not giving enough water to people. Oh, don't care. We're using water to do stuff. Bring the stuff back that you stole and you're free. It's just kids. Let them go. We should encourage our kids. Now they work for me, and a public beating will be a good lesson for everyone. Now, do we want the water back or do we want the workers? Because I don't mind child labor in a game like this. That's fine. All right, I did want to say we got 3 people now that can do some more things. We probably should get rid of maybe this thing at this point. I don't know. How are we doing on wood? The wood is coming in nicely from all of the things that we're doing, and I really honestly should probably start thinking about filling these holes in. So we have 3 people. Well, let's be nice to these 3 people. And we're going to add a simple little thing, which I think is in here. I want a thrift stand, a corner stand, and a food stand. And we're gonna build those right down here. And then we're going to put some leisure buildings. So we're going to put a fire there, and we're going to put a thing or 2 here. And I think I'll put another fire there. And then I would like some decoratory items, i.e. lighting. So we'll place one of those right there and another one of these. I suppose we can build it. Well, we've got a fire right there in that corner. That's fine. Sure. And then we'll let them build that. You...
Again?
Since when do these need electricity? Oh, that's lovely. That's good. I guess we have to start caring about that. Let's see. How do we want to do electricity? I think we might try to build it like in over here. How many people do we have that aren't doing anything? You know what? Will that fit? No, they won't. They're just massive. Of course they're massive. How do I want to do this? Because we're going to need to get into fuel generation fairly soon. Why don't we put them... Hang on a minute. We have low tide, high tide, and then it's going to drop again. Okay, so this is available for work area, is what you're telling me. Nice. Let's go ahead and burn a little bit of wood into this area. Thank you. What does this look like? That'll be ready the next low tide. And they're taking care of that pile of stuff. Beautiful. And I suppose since we built all this stuff in here, we'll have... I'm gonna build one of these. We'll build a battery storage. I guess we'll put it down here for now. And I don't even know what that costs to make. Whole lot of scrap, cool. And we'll put in 2 of those. Does this require people? I hope not. And them little kids get to run in the wheel. Huh, okay. Well, that's fixing all fall down. That's beautiful, as they would say. Can we get a little support in that before it does all fall down? Okay. Since we started producing electricity, some people have been getting shocked and sometimes even in obtaining serious industries. We should insulate all the wires. Just dry your hands next time. For shock as a punishment sounds like a great idea. I'm going to just do that one for now because again, I'd like them to not waste my time. Can we get some people down there to look at that? So what this is doing is this is, again, giving them leisure or happiness. We have 3 different things in here. And our people should start to be feeling a little bit better about stuff. So we've got a decent amount of leisure going on. The water, I probably can bump all of them up to the next layer of water. And we'll see how that all goes from there. All right, what did we get in here? A locked safe. We don't have any tools. Oh, we do have tools. A wood presser. This is new. Or we can try tools. So we somewhere, somehow got a hold of a bunch of tools. Go ahead and use some tools. Finally got some loot. I believe we got our loot back. So that's nice. We used 10 tools and got 20 back. So that was worth the time. Okay. Build an electric junk catcher. We're not going to do that for the moment because we need to actually do a little bit better job on some other things. Those are doing well. And I notion to build a couple more of these down here for the time being. So will you be safe enough to leave, like, say, right there? Have an extra sailor. We can put an engineer in it, I suppose. I don't know who's better at it. Word spreads. All right, we have people. People are coming in. We have 3 extra. We have how many people for capacity? That will fill us to capacity. Again, if you pay, you can stay. Have they gotten to this yet? What do we got? While exploring some abandoned buildings, we found something that might be of use to us. Sailors are more likely to drop it. It is, oh, so it's going to be this plus sailors, this plus sailors, this plus sailors. They're just going to say whatever. So I'm going to give So 30, 30, and 30, depending on who's feeling the worst right now. Where is our happiness going? Loyalty for these guys is a little low. This is adding happiness. You know what? We'll just do the sailors. And then that'll give us a little bit of happiness in here. Their loyalty is trash. We're going to have to start building loyalty back up. But that's fine. All right, you guys managed to get most of this stuff done. Let's go ahead and clear out some of this other garbage that's down here. Because we need some scrap. How many metal boats do we have at this point? One? Okay. We need to advance our metal production, our junk collection, I suppose. So how are we doing here? They say they want us to build an electric junk catcher. Do we have one of those? I think, actually, we do. Can I build one of these? Can I build it down here? Build one. How much is that going to cost for electricity? Who the heck knows? 3. So that's enough for one of those. And we have some research that we can now do. All right, wood to fuel. Fuel is good. Steam generator. I need to start working on that one. We don't have any fuel, but we should be able to build a fuel production thing now. I want you to go out of the way, kind of. So maybe right there. Did that point the right direction? No, I let go. Let go, game. It's fine. I want to move. See, now for some odd reason it's copying it. I don't know. I do remember having a lot more fun with this game. It wasn't as bad this last time I played it, but there we go. Do some more work, please. And we have a few sailors. Just go ahead and have them go to work. We need fuel so that we can finish that research. Please. Some of our buildings have been infested with some kind of fungus. We should probably do something about it. Stop messing with nature, replace all of it now. Maybe it can use this fertilizer. Fungus is the same as mushrooms, right? Mushroom farm. We don't have any mushrooms. Stop messing with it and just leave it. Replace it right now. Or, that's a lot of wood. Ow. Or kill it with fire. How about we, for funsies and giggles, we'll do that. That was a hard beat on the wood, but that's a bunch of food, and we like food. Research is coming up finally. Yay, we're slowly producing a little bit of fuel. How are we doing? Do we have people standing around not doing anything? Yes, we do. I think we're waiting on the ability to build a boat. I would like, again, probably another metal boat. But I think this one is idling, right? Yeah, it's idling. Okay. Yeah, we're kind of stuck in between things. I'm going to have to do a little bit of waiting on that. Yep, definitely got to wait on some stuff. So we'll just let the research continue. Oh, lovely. I wonder who's come to say hello. We've heard about this place. Oh, what a terrible looking town. They told us this place had plenty of stuff, but by judging looks, we probably should have brought something for you instead. Anyway, I don't have much time, so fill our boats up and all of you can go back to doing whatever it is that you do in this place. Please, we don't want anything. Cut his throat while he's talking. Goodbye. Because that was the only available thing that we had. That's fine. Okay, that should have got us steam research, and I would like to finish doing steel structures. That's good. We've got the fuel coming in here. Nice, wonderful, cool. All right, so steam engines. Consumes water and wood. Produces electricity times 10. How big is this thing? Will it fit downstairs? Interestingly enough, it looks like it will. Where's the entrance? That is a very interesting looking steam engine. We'll build it right there. Because our junk producer is not working very well. I guess it's working kind of. If you guys can get some trash, please. I'm a little concerned that's gonna be nasty. Okay, I want you out of there and you in here. And then you out of there and you in here. I'm assuming engineers will probably be better for that, but we'll see. You guys can come out of there. Those are making a minuscule amount of power for the amount of work that needs to be done. Oh, is this 2? Nice. So get back to work. Huh. I'm again concerned we're probably going to need more water than we're currently making. So I'll throw a sailor or 2 back in that for the time being now that we're making a little bit more stuff. All right, more research. So the metal structures are done. That's beautiful. Water, I think we'll start working on fuel to water fuel. We're just gonna start working this line, so we'll go ahead and do that. The last of the fungus. Captain, the fungus is growing in our buildings and start to spread to our people. What in the world are we going to do? Isolate them and try to treat it. We don't have the goods for that. I just can't kill them, put them on a boat, and send them the heck away. Learn more about it, put in metal cages. You know, I think that's probably the cheapest option. Goodbye. Which boat did we lose? So we probably lost a simple boat. No, we lost a fishing boat. Lovely. Oh, that's fine. So how about we try this thing, this right here. Can I start an event? We can send out a message to settlers can make none of those who are looking for a safe place to start a new life. Send out a message to help those in need. We have the fuel confirmed. And that will take a day. All right, Beacon of Hope has people that are looking for a safe place to just come to your city. Some are in good shape, so others might be injured. We can help them recover the injured ones. We can only take in the place ones, so this is going to cost us a little bit of this. So I get 2 people, 1 person. It costs us water and food. Go ahead and do it. We'll take 2 people. Thank you. How many do these fishing boats take? They take 2 sailors. Good. Make another fishing boat because you had to take the fishing boat that I didn't want. Well, crap. I think we have some sailors in something we don't want sailors in, right? Ah, heck with it. Have some engineers. Go fishing, fellas. All right, logistics and warehouses. We now have a new way of doing things. Warehouses are more advanced storage buildings. You can assign people to them and they will automatically gather resources from nearby production buildings or resupply them with needed resources. You can also control how resources flow from one storage to another by changing the gathering priority or by selecting that building and clicking the priority button. The general rule is the resources will flow from lower to higher lower to higher priority storage. That means by lowering a warehouse's priority, the assigned people will move resources from them instead of taking resources to them. Now, the water storage that we currently have, we're going to have to figure out what we're going to do with it, because I need to... Why did you guys... No. No. Why? Hang on. Why don't you come back? I need my engineers chopped up, please. Thank you. We need some more people, and it's gonna come eventually. But anyhow, now with the ability of being able to build things like warehouses, which one of the next thing we probably need to work on is better warehouses. These can hold a lot more fluids or storage and whatever. And again, they are part of a logistics system that allows you to do things, which is pretty cool. We'll mess with that in a little while. And I suppose I can kick that guy out, and this one fishing boat can get sorted. For now. Oh, I did build something out here. I love it. Come on, game. All right. I think that's been long enough. We're kind of fiddling around. I know I probably got a little bit silly in this point, and we're kind of stuck. We're going to need to do a bit of more work with our food production, looks like. We're going to have to crank that up, and we're going to have to crank up just general production in general, as the way it always works. So I think for now, ladies and gentlemen, the base is not looking like much more than just something that's going on. We need to do a little bit more production pulling in of things, and we will work on that for sure. And I think, well, we'll see how that all goes. I did do a wood... I didn't want to destroy that. Abort. I wanted to knock people out of it. I don't need anyone in it right now. We don't need the fuel being produced because we're not doing anything other than that, so it's fine. I don't need to be wasting the fuel. So I think we will go on past that, and we'll see how things all work from there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you all in the next one. Bye.